everyone, it's Karen. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I am happy to have you joining us today. We're going to be recapping my budget for the past 2 weeks, going over how I prepared my budget for the next 2 weeks, and doing a cash stuffing. So if you are interested in that, I hope you will stay tuned. Alright you guys, so before we get started, I just want to say thank you to all of you who are here and who are bearing with me through the recent changes and the recent, not recent, I guess it really hasn't even started, but who are, you know, still sticking around after I've decided to scale back videos for a bit. I just want to say that I am so grateful for you. I'm so thankful for you, and I just appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. We are going to go off on a little tangent. Okay, so normally I would do my cash stuffing, my budget overview and cash stuffing. I would record that on Friday and then upload for viewing on, or have it go live on Sunday. But today's Saturday, you guys. Yay! I feel so relieved, I guess. Not relieved, but I feel like more at peace, because the way I think that I'm gonna schedule my videos is that I'll only be filming 2 videos per weekend versus my 4, sometimes 5 per weekend. Let's just go off on the tangent, shall we? This is my planner, like my daily planner, and on the monthly spread here is where I outline all of my videos. So it looks really busy. I have my mini Mondays here, I have my vacation, my goals binder here, my play and saves here. Thursday was my little bit of a break unless I had like an off video. In this case it was the reallocation video, and then Fridays are my Faith Friday most of the time. So here is what my month looked like. This is April, May. I would throw in, like, sometimes make little notes out here to the side. Graduation here, Cinco de Mayo, Memorial Day. But other than those little holiday-ish stickers, everything else was a video. So, like this one, besides of Father's Day, everything else was a video. And it got a little bit overwhelming for me. Right here in July, you can see I have no video, because it just became a little too much. So in August, this is what it looks like for August. So I did my last vacation and goals closeout last week, Tuesday. But what I think I'm going to do going forward is I'm just going to alternate every other week, do my games and savings challenges. So I will have my mini Mondays for sure. I will have my Faith Fridays for sure every week. My game days are going to be every other week Wednesday, and I'm still going to do the budget and cash stuffing because I know there's a few of you here who find it helpful. So I'm still going to keep doing those. And plus, I need to do it anyways to keep myself on track, to keep myself accountable. It really helps to know that I have to do a video for you guys, so I have to do my budget. Not that I wouldn't do my budget, but it is an extra layer of, I don't know, accountability, or you know, an extra layer of, hey, you got to get this done. So what I wanted to ask you guys is, normally, okay, so my paydays are here on Friday, and then I upload, like this one is going up for you guys on Sunday, August 10th. But I'm thinking what I might do is still film on Saturday my budgeting cash stuffing, but then upload it on Wednesday. So then my video days will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday, mini Monday, Friday, Faith Friday, and then Wednesday will alternate between my game days and my budget and cash stuffing. Does that throw you guys off if my budget and cash stuffing is in the middle of the week versus the beginning of the week? Because the way my brain works, is that you have to have your budgeting cash stuffing so that you can know what's coming for the week. That's me. That's how my brain works. But I know that not everybody is watching on Sunday. Some of you may watch the budgeting cash stuffing on a Wednesday. I don't know. Does that throw you off? I mean, I have to do my budgeting cash stuffing because I have to fund my mini Monday for at least that week after payday. The 2 Mondays after payday are funded through the one budgeting cash stuffing until my next payday. So, I mean, I do have to fund it right after payday, but I think I might put the videos up on Wednesday so that we'll have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. Schedules are very important to me, you guys. I don't know, you guys routine people? I think like budget people, planner people in general are routine people. I need to have a routine. It just helps me feel more in control of my day. And I don't know, I just do. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking. Besides of this video coming up on going up for you guys on Sunday the 10th, I think when I get paid next on August 22nd, I think I'll go ahead and move this over to here. Actually, let's go ahead and do that now so that I don't get thrown off. And for those of you who are interested, these stickers are from Planner Kate, and they're sticky, but they're so easy to remove and replace. Like, I'm just going to move this one over here. And it didn't ruin the sticker, and it still sticks. Anyways, I love the stickers. They're like super sticky, sticky, sticky notes. Whereas like regular like stickers, you try to peel them up and then they just tear. But anyways, these are really handy. So I think this is what my schedule will look like going forward. If we're only going to look at the last 2 weeks of August, we'll have a payday, and then we'll have a mini Monday, a cash stuffing, and a Faith Friday. And then on a non-payday, we'll have a mini Monday and a game day and a Faith Friday. I think these are going to alternate. I think that's what I'm going to do going forward. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay, that was a big detour. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into my planner. Let's recap real quick the last 2 weeks. It is getting hot in here. For those of you who are new here, I get paid bi-weekly and I budget per paycheck. So basically every 2 weeks I'm preparing a new budget, which works fabulously for me. I already know what my income is. I already know what my bills are for the next 2 weeks. So everything is basically set except for my my bi-weekly expenses. I've been working with this amount for a very long time, and it seems to be working. It seems to be a little bit tight right now, but it seems to be working so far. And these are the only categories that fluctuate basically within my 2 week period, because these are my my groceries, my gas, my food fund, like eating out or movies or, you know, whatever. And then I have a miscellaneous category, and then drinking water, which is what we use to fill up our 5-gallon water jugs. So basically this last month, or this last 2 weeks, we were very, very spendy. We spent all of our grocery budget. We spent all of our fuel budget. We spent all of our food fund. We did spend $50 out of our $60 miscellaneous budget, and then $15 for our drinking water. So basically we are under budget by $10. So I am going to move that $10 over into the next 2 weeks for and I'm going to put that towards games and savings challenges. So that's what I have been doing in the past. Whatever we were under budget here in my bi-weekly expenses would roll over into the next 2 weeks for games and savings challenges. Okay, so that is what my budget looked like for the last 2 weeks. Going into this budget cycle, I recently moved into an executive assistant role at my job, for those of you who are new here, which is why because it's very stressful for me to be learning new things, and I've been very, very busy, which is what prompted me to scale back on my videos, just to give me a little bit of breathing room in the evenings and on the weekends. And like I said, I already feel more at peace in my mind this weekend, which is the first weekend that I have chosen to scale back. So anyways, with that, with the new position, I'm bringing home a little bit more. So my income came in at $19.74. We're going to add in the $10 for rollover money, and for rollover from the last 2 weeks of my bi-weekly expenses. The $10 that was left over, we're going to roll that over into this budget. And then we're also going to include $18, which is my which is the giving portion of my this and that, which is my Ko-fi, my Etsy, and my YouTube income. So those incomes combined, I take a percentage off of that income and put it towards my giving sinking fund. So I show it coming in here so that I can show it going out in my giving sinking fund. Okay, so my total income then is $2,002. My bills, oh, let's look at my monthly. We didn't look at my monthly. Okay, so here is the monthly spread. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see. We're working with my payday here on August 8th, and these items that are highlighted in blue were paid with my July 25 paycheck. Because if we look at July 25, there were no bills due for the rest of July. So with this July payday, I paid the first bills that were due in August with that paycheck. So these in blue were paid with July. These in green are going to be paid with my August 8th paycheck. Down here, my Verizon bill, I did take $95 from my July 25 paycheck, which is why part of it is blue. Because this internet bill is, if I left the internet bill and the Verizon, then it would be a little bit heavy. But I figured since this was so light right here, just the Cricket, the gas, and the water was so light, I went ahead and added $95 into that budget cycle to account for the Verizon bill. So my Verizon is $195, so we have a balance left of $100, like a balance, so to speak. So I am going to be taking out $100 from this pay cycle for the Verizon bill. So that's why it's green. So that way, this is not too heavy with the internet, and with a portion, like roughly half of the Verizon, it's not too heavy here. Because with this paycheck on August 22nd, I have my Edison bill, which is my electric bill, which is going to be high because we've been running our air conditioner because it's been hot. So if I left everything as is, this payday would be very heavy between my Edison bill and Verizon. So that's why I split up my Verizon bill among the two previous paychecks. I hope that makes sense, but it'll alleviate the heaviness down here for the next paycheck in August. So basically, we have, with this paycheck, we are allocating our internet, the phone insurance for me, and the $100 that was left from my Verizon bill, since we already have $95 set aside. Okay, so we have internet of $130. We have insurance of $4, phone insurance for me for $4, and then half of Verizon of $95, which is, I think, wrong. It should have been $100. Oh my gosh, my whole budget's going to be off now. You know what? Let's just go with the $95 because otherwise I'm going to have to rework my whole numbers. That was that was a huge mess, you guys. We're just going to go with the $95. It's fine. And then we'll pick up the $5. It'll just come probably when I pay the bill. I'll put the $95 from last time, obviously the $95 from this time, and then the $5 extra that I didn't account for, which I was supposed to, will just come out of my checking buffer. It'll be fine. Okay, so after my bills, My bills total $229. So after I subtract the $229 from the $2,002, we're left with $1,773. We're going to go ahead and use the same numbers for my biweekly expenses. So $300 for groceries, $40 for fuel, $80 for food fund, $60 for miscellaneous, and $15 for drinking water. And that total is $495. So subtracting $495 from $1,773, we are left with $1,278. Okay, moving on to this section, our savings, which is where I allocate for my games and savings challenges. We're going to do $100 for mini Mondays, so $50 each week. I bumped up my Faith Fridays to $80, so $40 each week. We were doing $30, but we're going to do $40 each week and see how that goes. See if we can get through a few more savings challenges on those days. So we have already met, so for my Faith Fridays, that whole binder, whenever those savings challenges are finished, goes to my Christmas sinking fund. And we are fully funded for Christmas already this year. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding it to Christmas. And if we go over our budget, then I have the money. If we stay within our budget, then that extra will just roll over into next year. Or I can put it towards, like, if we have extra, I can put it towards holiday decor or something else. We'll see. But right now we're over budget for Christmas, and I'm just adding to it like a Christmas buffer. Or if my kids need something, you know, extra, if they need extra spending money for Christmas, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but it'll be there in case I need it for something else. We're going to allocate $210 to games and saving challenges, and I know that sounds like a lot, but it's going to be every other week. So I think average, I was playing with about $100, give or take, you know, 10 or 20, depending on what my budget was that pay cycle. But I think I was playing with right around $100 every week. So $210 every other week is roughly the same amount. We'll just have more to play with and have a longer video because we'll be able to do more savings challenges. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know how that's going to work. This is going to be a long video, and I'm so sorry. I feel like super chatty. Again, because my coffee, you guys. Anyways, we're going to take out $210 for games and savings challenges, and then we also have this $10 games from our rollover money up here. So $10 here. So total in my games and savings challenges, we're taking out $400, which leaves us $878 to disperse among my sinking funds. So we will go through all of these items right now while we do our cash stuffing. So I had $1,711 in cash that I took out from the bank to do all of our cash stuffing. So I'm going to move this to the side so that I can still write. I have my calculator off to the side because we all know I can't do math. And then let's go ahead, let's count our money. So I should have $1,711. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. Let's move this here for now. And then we have 50, 100. Oh, I forgot, you know what? I forgot to get out my $10 rollover. Hold on, hold please. Okay, so let's go through my empty, this is, for those of you who are new here, this is what I consider my wallet. This is where I hold my biweekly expenses. So we had our $10 rollover from miscellaneous, and then everything else was empty, you guys. Okay, so we'll move that to the side because we do need to stuff that. Okay, so 600, and then in 20s we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 80, $600. And then in 10s, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, so $370. And then in fives, we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 125. And then in ones, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and $16. So $1,711, which is exactly what we should have. So yay, that part is right. Okay, let's, actually I need to go back to this page. And then, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so unprepared. Let me get my iPad out. I'll be right back. Hold, please. Okay, so I have I had to get my iPad out because it's where I do my cash breakdown. So let's see, for groceries, let's start with our wallet. For groceries, we're gonna get $300. So we're gonna get, did I do that right? Okay, so we're gonna get 50, 100, and then we're gonna get 8 20s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 20s. And then we're gonna get 4 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope I did that right. It doesn't seem right. So 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so 300 for groceries. Okay, fuel is going to get 40, so it's just going to get 2 20s for fuel. Food fun is going to get, it's 80, so it's going to get 20, 40, 60, 70, and $80. And then miscellaneous is going to get 60, so it's going to get 20, 40, 50, and 60 in miscellaneous. And then our drinking water is going to get 15, so 10 and 5 for our drinking water. Okay, and then that is it for my wallet. And I keep this at home in case anybody needs to pull from it for like groceries or, you know, miscellaneous something or other. It's there. I don't like to carry that around in my purse, which is why I don't have like a wallet for my purse, because I just don't like to carry that around with me. Okay, so that's it for my bi-weekly expenses. Alrighty, moving on to our sinking funds. And let's see, we're going to start with giving. We're going to start with my high priority binder. So we have giving. Giving is going to get $215. So 100, 200. I'm just going to scoot these back a little bit so I have more room. Okay, so 200, how much? 15. Oh, I missed, I need a 10. Okay, so giving is getting $215. So let's see. We have $3,500 in the bank, and we're adding $215. So we have $3,500 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 450. 10, 15. Oops, we have another 20. 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. So $39.87 in giving. Okay. Alrighty, and then next holiday is getting 20. So there we go. Our next holiday that I think we're going to be probably barbecuing is Labor Day in September. So what I actually am probably going to start doing for next holiday is maybe beefing this up a little bit so that I'm prepared for Thanksgiving and Christmas as well. Whatever we contribute to those dinners. So in the meantime, next holiday has 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So $114 in next holiday. And this is just because for our holidays, we always do potluck. And so this just helps with, you know, the groceries and whatnot that's needed for that. All right, so next holiday has $114. Kayla's party. My daughter is planning a 20th birthday party in December. So I'm just collecting money to contribute to that. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. So 140 so far, just to help offset her costs for that, or to contribute a little bit to that. This next envelope is a new one. This is, I'm calling it tuition because that's exactly what it is. So because of, I don't know, there's been some changes to the federal application for student, I don't even know what it stands for. But anyways, I had to come out of pocket for Nicholas's summer classes. So I decided I should probably start an envelope, because he's graduating in May. So I don't know how, honestly, I don't know how it all works, but in case I have to come out of pocket for his winter semester, or for Kayla's schooling at all, I'm going to start this envelope just to help offset whatever their tuition is, minus whatever federal assistance they get. This is to fill in the gap. So $100 starting here. That's basically all I'm trying to say, you guys. I'll make a pretty dashboard for this one for next time, but this was kind of like a because of my little bump in my income, I decided maybe I'll just start this envelope. It was kind of like a last minute thing. So anyways, that's that. Oh, I forgot to put how much we have in Kayla's. We have 140 for her, and then our tuition down here is 100. It's out of order on my paper, but anyways, we're going to do tuition, and then we're going to do graduation. So this, again, Nicholas will be graduating in May, so this is for his little celebration. So we're going to add $10 here. So we're just going to put $10 there, and we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 35. $135 in graduation. Okay, Jason, all of my kids are going to get $10, so Jason will get $10. So he has 1, 2, 3, 400, 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. $454. And last year I gave them, each of my kids, whatever I had saved for them, I gave it to them at Thanksgiving, so that they could have a little bit of extra money around the holidays. I had considered maybe just rolling this over into bigger, like for a bigger expense for them. So I'm not sure if I'm going to give this to them at Thanksgiving, or keep rolling it over, or give them half. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. Nicholas, poor thing, not poor thing, he used all of his money. So he has less than Jason and Kayla. So Nicholas has 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 6, 7, 8, and 9. He has $149. In his, and then Kayla is getting 10, so she should have the same as Jason, which is $454. So we have 1, 2, 3, 400, 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So $454 for Kayla. Alrighty, and then I am going to add $10 to my dentist envelope here. So dentist now has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, 10, 21. 321 in dentist. Alright. And I think I've been forgetting my total, so 321 in dentist. $4.54 for Kayla, $1.49 for Nicholas, $4.54 for Jason, and then graduation has $1.35. Okay, so that is all for my priority binder. Alrighty. The next binder will be my annual sinking funds, and I always forget that my Canva is fully funded, so we have contributed to Canva, even though we don't need to. But my Canva subscription is due next month in September, so you know, we're going to start funding that anyway, so I may as well just keep in the habit of funding it, I suppose. Okay, so Auto Club, where are we? Auto Club is going to get $10. So Auto Club altogether has 150, 70, 90, 200, 5, 6, and 7. $207 in Auto Club. All right, Canva is fully funded, but I still budgeted for it, so let's go ahead and add what we budgeted. See, I budgeted last time too for it. So we're just going to add $10 there. So we should have 130. Because I had, so fully funded for me for Canva is 120. So I have 120 in the bank, and then our extra $5 that I've been stuffing, even though we've been fully funded. So, all right, Costco is fully funded, and I recognize that, so we did not stuff anything. So Costco has 164, which is awesome, because this one's not due until next year, March. We have our escrow buffer here. So escrow buffer is getting $15. So 10, oops. And money is just flying. And 15. Okay, so we are adding $15 to our escrow buffer. So we have 500 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95. So 595 so far in our escrow buffer. And this category is in case we come up short for property taxes or homeowners insurance. Then I have that buffer to pay the difference. Okay, Kia tags is getting 5. So in this one we have 120, 30, 35 in our Kia tags. And I don't know. I say this every time, you guys, but I still don't know if we're fully funded on this one or not. I have to check. I did ask my husband, and he was going to check, but I don't think he did. So, anyways, we'll just keep funding it, and if we have more, then we have more for you know, rolling over. Always better to have more than less, right? Okay, my P.O. box is going to get 7, so 5, 6, and 7. So in our P.O. box, we have 120, 30, 35, 36, 37. 137. Okay. And then in our Prime account, we're also going to do 7. So 5, 6, and 7. And this is for our Amazon Prime. So we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 2, and 3. So $43 in here. Okay, tax prep is getting 15, so 10 and 15. And this one is to pay our accountant for helping us with our taxes. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 5, 10. So $210 in our tax prep. Awesome sauce. Okay, our tax buffer is getting 20, and I need to think on this one a bit, because I might need to bump this one up a little bit too, how much we contribute each paycheck. But for right now, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 550, 600, 20, 40, 60, 85. So $6.85 in our tax buffer, and that is just in case we owe taxes at the end of the year or next year whenever we get our taxes done. And then the next one, or the last one in here, is our truck tag. So that's going to get $7. So this one has 110, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So $126 for our truck tags. And this one. Okay. And that is that. Alrighty. And then we have our revolving sinking funds, and we're only going to do one envelope in here, and that's for our pool supplies. We are completely out of money for pool supplies, which, you know, that's what my miscellaneous envelope is for, is if we come up short for, like, for example, if we spend $40 in pool supplies and we need more chlorine or whatever, then I just pull the money from miscellaneous. That's basically what it's for, in case we come up short, or if we need anything that doesn't fit into a specific category. Okay, so anyways, I'm sorry, pool supplies has $40. That's all it has. So let me just grab my balances real quick. Hobbies has $327. Beauty has $54. Clothes has $328. Date night has $77. Gifts has $67. Health has $99. And health is a new-ish category. This is where my copays, over-the-counter medications, prescription, that comes out of this versus coming out of my medical sinking fund, which would be, my medical sinking fund is for like my deductible. Okay, so pool supplies has 40, puppers has 34, my extra utilities has 437, and it's not on my tracker here, but this is where I pulled my $95 from my Verizon. I just tucked it in here just so I would have a place for it. And then the balance, $437, is what is actually I have allotted to extra utilities, which would be a higher gas bill in the winter or a higher electric bill in the summer. So we'll see. I haven't dipped into this yet, but I don't know what my electric bill is going to look like at the end of the month. So I might dip into this one. So I'm just not sure yet. So anyways, right now it has 437, and then Faithful Dash has 119. I guess I could go ahead and put that to the bank because I don't really spend out of there. Okay, and then our long-term sinking funds is our last sinking fund binder. Okay, so most of my sinking funds come out or are funded through Mini Mondays. So let's just grab balances right now. So car maintenance has $593. Christmas has $18.29. Emergency, we are going to go ahead and put $30 again because that little bump in pay. So we'll just, you know, add to this one as we go, hopefully. So emergency has $2,200 in the bank. And then we have 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 91, 2, 3, and 4. So $2,344 in emergency. Okay. And then holiday decor has $268. House and yard has $518. Invisalign, we're putting $130. Now, Invisalign was part of my goals, part of my financial goals, part of my goals binder was emergency medical, and Invisalign. So we have met our financial goals for my emergency and my medical sinking funds. So basically now we're just paying myself back for Invisalign, and that is $130 per paycheck. So we have 120 and 30. So again, rather than playing in my goals binder, we're just going to be stuffing directly. So let's see what we have. We have $2,900 in the bank, plus 120, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. So $3,038 in here. All right, medical, hold on, let me grab that. So 3,038. Okay, medical is not getting anything. It has 1,579. And then month ahead has 3,060, which is not in here. It's in its own, it was in its own binder, now it's in the bank. Pet care is going to get $10. So we have 1, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 10, 20, 30, 40. So $340 in pet care. Okay, so pet care would be like a vet visit or like grooming versus puppers, which would be their like food and snacks. I felt better separating that out. All right, and then vacation is also going to get $100. Again, rather than playing in my vacation binder, we're just stuffing the money directly into its sinking fund. So we have 2,000 in the bank, 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 61. So 2,261 in our vacation fund. So I'm kind of sad to see those binders go, but then again, I have more, I don't know, I have more peace of mind, less stress. Okay, this money left over, if I did it right, should be going towards my games and savings challenges. So let's grab our totals first before we go to that part. So we don't count giving, so I'll just put a dot there. And then in our long-term sinking funds, we have $1,867. And then in our annual sinking funds, we have $2,432. And then in our revolving, we have $1,582. And then in all our long-term, we have $15,830. So all together among our sinking funds, we have $1,867 plus $2,432 plus $1,582 plus $15,830 equals $21,711. Okay, and I think that's quite a big bump from last time, and that's probably because we included all of the money that was being held in our vacation and goals binders. So last time we had $19,335. 19335. So yeah, an extra $2,376 for our balance here in our sinking funds. But again, that's probably because we pulled our goals binder money as well as our vacation binder money. Okay, so going back to this page then, let's get out mini Mondays. Let's see, mini Mondays, we had 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. So we should have 50 each. So 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So these are for mini Mondays. Okay. And then Let me get out my mini Monday. You know what? I forgot to budget money for my monster challenge. Oh no. That's what I forgot to do in this budget. Okay, you guys. Hold on. This is Mini Mondays. Okay, so we took out, here's what I'm going to do. We had taken out, let's do Faith Friday. We had, let's see, what did I do for Faith Friday? I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I did, no, those are supposed to be 10s. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I did 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should have $80 here for Faith Friday. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So what we're going to do is we're going to finagle a little bit. So we're going to go back to $30 for Faith Friday. 10, 20, 25, 30. No. 10, 20, 25, 30. That's not right, is it? You guys, I forgot what I did. How did I divide that up? $60. No, $60. I'm doing 30, you guys. Okay. $60. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And then we'll save $20 for our monster box, right? 10, 20, 25, 30. Yes, 30 each week. Okay, so we're still going to do 30 each week for Faith Friday just this time around so that I can update my budget sheets for next time to include the monster box in that section. Okay, so let's put that there. So we're going to do 20, we're going to do 30 each week for Faith Friday. Okay, so let's grab that, and then we're going to tuck these here. All right. And then what I think I'm going to do is, because I think I have a lot of ones here, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then put a 10 here. And this is from my catch-all in my Faith Friday. Okay, and then let's see, in this envelope, do I have 2 5s? 5, 10. Yeah, so let's just grab those 2 5s, and we'll bring in $10 here for that sinking fund. And then I think what I'm gonna do, so we have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we have $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I think I'm gonna do, you guys, is I'll probably go into my hobbies envelope again. Let's just do that now while I'm thinking about it, and see what we can pull from hobbies. So hobbies, let's pull $10 for the monster box. So then I'll be doing, what, $15 each week. So let's do $10 for the monster box. Let me write that here real quick. Okay. And then let's see if we have 2 5s anywhere that we can make change. Let's see. Nope, not in beauty. You know where I might have it? I might have it in my utilities. Let's see. Maybe not. Do I have it in Faithful Dash? Oh my goodness, you guys. I am a hot mess. I am so sorry. No, what are the odds that I don't have 2 5s anywhere? I know they're right there, but that's already allocated. Hold, please. Do I have it in health? Yes. Okay, so let's just grab these 2 5s and then grab this 10. There we go. Alrighty. You guys, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. I am so sorry for the length of this video. Okay, so there we have 2 5s. So now we should have $15. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, okay. So 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so each of these then will go into the monster box each week, because we're going to be doing monsters, mini Mondays, and monsters going forward. So we already did mini Mondays, so let's put that back. This one is just getting so full, you guys. I'm going to tuck these IOUs in the back. And watch, as soon as I tuck them in the back, I'm not going to need them. Actually, you know what? You guys, let's just leave these in the front. And then I will put, oh my goodness. And then I will put this in the back. Just like we did for the other one. Okay. It doesn't close anyways. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right. That is it for those. I should have now whatever is left for my games and savings challenges. So I took out, what did I take out? 5 20s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I took out 6 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I took out 8 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I should have $210 here. So I have 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $210, which is what I budgeted, plus the $10 rollover. So when we play our games and savings challenges, we'll be playing with $220. Yee, so exciting. Okay, so let's put that there. And again, it's going to be, we're going to be in this binder every other week. But I wanted to try to keep the same amount, play with the same amount roughly, so that we could still complete savings challenges. Okay. Okay. There we go, you guys. Alrighty. I am so sorry about the hot mess. I need to make notes for myself. Which, you know me and my sticky notes, I have no reason to not make notes for myself. But anyways, I'm gonna make notes for myself so that my next one is not such a hot mess. And then I think going forward, besides this video that's going up, budgeting cash stuffing, that's going up on Sunday, August 10th, I think moving forward, my budgeting cash stuffing videos will go up on the Wednesday after payday, so that we can stick with a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. I think that will be more doable for me. Can I just say that this clear cover on the Happy Planner is kind of cool, because it's like frosted but clear, but look how bendy it is. It is not as sturdy as a regular Happy Planner. Anyways, I don't like it. Okay, that was a squirrel moment. Okay, so anyways, I think moving forward, we'll go with this kind of schedule. We'll do a mini Monday, a play and save, a Faith Friday, and then the following week will be a mini Monday, budgeting cash stuffing, and Faith Friday. And then it'll go back to mini Monday, game day, Faith Friday, and then mini Monday, cash stuffing, Faith Friday. I think that's the schedule that I'm going to go with. So, anyways, let me know your thoughts on that. Does it matter to you when those budgeting cash stuffing videos go up? I don't think it does, but if it does, let me know. Anyways, that's my planner. This is my budget. And we are all good and ready for the week to come, or the next 2 weeks. So anyways, I hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those down below. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for hanging with me through all the hot mess that was this video. And I appreciate you guys so much. And I'm just, I'm thankful to have you here in my little tiny corner of YouTube. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.